Hi, I want to share with you today, just very briefly, something very, very critical, and that is staying in fellowship. I want to talk with you very briefly about the importance of remaining in the house. Now, there are so many of us who feel once I'm saved, I have a relationship with God, I probably don't need anybody else, but it is not so. We are designed to be in company. We are designed to exist as an integral part of a bigger force, a bigger team. We're not designed to be in isolation. Even God himself is not in isolation. In Genesis, we see God saying, "Let us make man." He was referring to the committee, to the fellowship that makes him who he is. In the Hebrew, it's the Elohim, that is the plural of God, referring to gods, the Father, the Son, and the Spirit, and they will always take counsel together. God has designed that every believer has an ecosystem within which they fellowship, and that ecosystem is called the local church. The local church is God's plan for you. It's God's preparation ground for you. It's a place where you are grounded, where you are shielded, where you are strengthened, where you are educated in the manners of the kingdom. It's a place where you are also given a covering that protects you. God wants you to exist within that ecosystem so that the fullness of the potential placed in you can be fulfilled. There's a story told. Some of you might have seen the story doing the rounds on the internet of a pastor that went visiting a parishioner that hasn't been in church in a while. And as he got in, the two of them sat down beside the fireplace, and then at some point after a period of silence, the preacher took out a log of wood from the fire and just put it by the side. And of course, expectedly, after a while, the log of wood just totally went off, the fire went off, the embers went out, and then the man took the piece of wood and put it back again, and then everything started to sizzle and started to burn again. And then he excused himself, and the man said to the pastor, I got the message. And the message is this: once you're taken out of fellowship, you lose your fire, you lose your flair, you lose your identity, you lose your relevance. But when you're brought back into fellowship, you get it back. I want to challenge you. Do not despise the gathering together of God's people. Do not just attend church. Don't just be someone who goes just on Sundays. Be someone who's part of the church life, because that is what God designed for you to actualize yourself. That is how all the giftings and the capabilities of God in you becomes full reality. So I want to encourage you. Don't be the one that breaks the edge. Don't be the one that stands out and without a covering gets attacked. You see, the strongest chain breaks at its weakest point. The enemy will always attack stragglers, But when you stick together, I remember there's a West African proverb that loosely interpreted means that it is because snakes do not walk in company, that is why you're able to kill any of them. If you're to find a black mamba going and a cobra behind it with a python following and a boa constrictor and a viper, even if you had a gun with you, you would run, because when you see that team, this is incredible, this is formidable. God has designed your brothers and sisters in the faith to be with you in fellowship so that you can stay protected, you can stay strong. This is just my admonition for today. I'll be back once again with some other thoughts. God bless you.